Welcome back to Zach of All Trades, where I find myself once again repossessing the boy's tire swing. And it's not because he gets behind on the payments, and this time it's not for pushing around another derelict vehicle. This time it's because I had a blowout on Trigger the Truck a while back and have been driving around for longer than I'm comfortable admitting on the spare. That will never do. What do I do when that one goes flat? So today I'm going to be mounting that tire onto this rim, and I'm going to show you how to do that with only a few tools. First, we need to get the tire off of the bead of the rim, and that can be a bit of a challenge depending on what sort of toolage you have. Well, let me show you the easy way to do it, and it's kind of fun because it feels like you probably shouldn't do it. So I may have carelessly used the word easy. Maybe not easy, but this is the way that you do it without a tire shop. Now that we've got the tire busted off of the bead, let's get the tire the rest of the way off. Let's hope that that one's not easy. Next, we're going to use 2 crowbars to get the tire the rest of the way off of the rim. Now, it's pretty important to note that when you do this, you got to push the tire down kind of all the way around it so that it gets into that deep part of the tire, because if you try to pry this out and it's up all the way around it, you're not going to have the slack in the tire to get it out. But if you put it down all the way around it, when you pull it up, I like to use a little piece of plastic or something here to protect my rim. Now that we have slack, we can just pull it up and over. Now with that one holding that, I'll do the same thing a little further over here. Now to do the other side, we're going to do it kind of inside out. We're going to go ahead and pull it from this side. We'll stick our crowbar in there like so. Alright. And the next one to follow it along. Did I mention how easy this is? Yeah, so it's it's kind of a big pain in the neck on these big all-terrain tires. Much less painful with your smaller regular street tires. But as you can see, plainly doable. Only a little bit of blood. Yeah. So now we need to put it back in. Put the new tire, the repoed tire swing, back onto this rim. Should be easier. For the next part, I've got a mixture of dish soap and water. Pretty heavy on the dish soap. I'm gonna spray that all over the surfaces here to lubricate them up so that everything will slip and slide, hopefully the way that it's supposed to. We shall see. Now we got all that. I'm going to just stuff it down into there while rotating it if possible. Well, get in there. After a brief intermission for dinner, it's now dark, so I had to bring the whole mess inside into the shop. But now it's time to get back at it. Oi. Now that I've got the tire on the rim, I need to do what's called seating the bead. And what that is basically, if you look at the cross section of a tire, if this is the inner circumference of the tire, you need to push that circumference up onto the shoulder of the rim. So it pushes it out all the way to the edge of the rim. What that requires is typically a pretty big volume of air. Most tire shops will have something that will deliver a whole bunch of air all at once. There are methods I wanted really badly wanted to try a firecracker to see if it could create enough pressure to push that out, but I can't really figure out a convenient way to drop it in there without it blowing up in my hand. So there's a couple of different ways to do this. There are a lot of people who will pour a little bit of gasoline down there or something flammable and just hit a flame to it, and most of the time it will explode and push it out far enough. The problem is, for me at this point, well, it's nighttime and all my family's sleeping, and if an explosion comes from the garage, it wouldn't be entirely abnormal, but it would be irritating to my family. So I'm gonna try something really crazy. But before I do, I want to show you that when you're trying to get this bead to seat, it's good to bounce this tire, and what that does is when this surface of the tire compresses, the side surfaces go out. So that's a good way to get that bead kind of sort of started, at least get it to seal sort of, enough to hold a little bit of air, like this. There, now that I've done that, I've already taken out the core of the valve stem with this little tool. Looks like so. Really all this is one of those chintzy little screwdrivers, little jeweler's screwdriver that the screwdriver itself, the shaft of the screwdriver came out of. So I just filed a slot in it and made it a valve stem remover, or core remover. So I've got that out so that I can get as much air in there at a time as possible. My method's going to be, you might laugh at it. I guarantee you're going to laugh at it. I don't even know if it's going to work. Let's see if it does. You'll be impressed if it does, won't you? It's actually sealing. That's a good workout. The bead hasn't completely seated yet right here. It's holding air. I'm at, I guess I'm at about 15 psi. It's not fully seated, but it's seated enough to be holding air. I'm gonna go ahead and keep pumping on this thing. See if I can get that last part to pop. It'll do a real distinctive pop when it pops into place. There we go. Alright, that pop was the back side. Theoretically, the front side should be doing that same thing here shortly. Aha! Gotcha. Now I'm going to put the valve stem core back in the valve stem by losing as little of that hard-earned air as possible. so quickly I can do this. There we have it, folks. That's how to dismount, remount, and seat a bead with a truck, a rubber mallet, 2 crowbars, and a bicycle pump. You saw it here first, folks. Thanks for watching this tomfoolery. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please give it the thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for your time, guys. I'll see you next time.